What up, what up, what up, good people? It's your boy BTG, aka Bust Them Guns, back at you again. So we had that synergy out this weekend. I promise you I'd get that footage. So we got that video on deck. Let's go ahead and get that housekeeping out of the way. This video is for educational purposes only. We are in a safe and controlled environment. We're not selling any firearms, nor are we selling any accessories. We're not promoting the sale of any firearms, nor are we promoting the sale of any accessories. This is simply a product review of my own personal equipment. So let's get into it. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Appreciate you stopping by. If you enjoy the content, appreciate if you hit that subscribe button and come back and see us. If you're a returning viewer, you know I appreciate the support. Appreciate you being along for the ride. We're going to keep this journey going. So this particular video, we covered that synergy. So we had this bad boy out, got first shots through it, just to kind of get a feel for it, see where it's at, see how it's going to run on the initial outing. Let's go ahead and clear it. Mag is empty. Weapon is clear. That mag back in for static. Safe direction. So this here is the Great Lakes Synergy. This is their 5-inch. You got the cuts on the slide, but no ports. So if you're familiar with it, you know what it is. If you want more details, I did a full unboxing on this on the channel. So go back, take a look at that video, and go a little bit more into detail. So put the optic on here. This is one of the Vatatu's. This is the RMSC footprint. I actually kind of like that optic. I got one in the RMR footprint as well. So pretty nice styling. This bad boy, a lot of people in the comments are saying it's just a reincarnated Romulus. It is very much like the Romulus. It is not comped. It is not ported. But the DNA is definitely the Romulus. That's the frame. That's the grip. And very likely the slide. But you can tell it was not finished by Alpha Foxtrot because it does not have the same level of finish as far as the fit. It's tight. It's nice and tight, so you're not getting a bunch of play, but it's not the precision finish of the Romulus. Obviously, it doesn't have the DLC coating. This frame here, it is a steel frame, but this is Cerakote on here. It is not the DLC, but same trigger, same extended mag release, so very much the same. Safe direction, but this gives you the opportunity to kind of make this bad boy your own. We're going to do some porting on this. We're going to do some other things, so we're going to reincarnate this bad boy, and it's going to be its own individual self. I did take the Romulus out as well because I wanted to shoot them side by side because there was so much back and forth in the comments about how it compares to the Romulus. Is it the same as the Romulus? So let me clear it. Weapon is empty, mag back in for static, safe direction. So yeah, so I ran them side by side, but the initial outing was more so about the Great Lakes to get some rounds through it and just kind of see how it was going to perform out the box. So ahead of time, I did have some issues. It was not smooth sailing, but I'll let you watch the footage. Then we'll come back in and we'll talk about it. But I've got a handle on what the issues were. During the outing, I kind of went back and forth on what I thought it might be. One of the issues on these, the screw on the right side of the optic, depending on what you're running, if you run it too far down in there, it's going to go into the extractor channel and cause issues there. So I wasn't sure if that's what it was. I caught myself picking a screw that wasn't too long to get down in there, but I didn't want to take it apart at the range, so I wasn't sure if that was the issue or if it was an extractor issue. But I'm not going to hold you. Let's head out to the range. Let's get into the footage. Most of this is going to be on the range. Then we'll come back in and kind of do a debrief on exactly what happened, what I've done since then to rectify the issue. So let's head out to the range. We are taking some first shots with this Great Lakes, but we are going to zero this dot now because it is definitely off. So let's start there. This bad boy is shooting low. So we're going to start by bringing it up and then take some more shots. I'm shooting quite a bit low, so let's try that right there. We're going to go to that top left target and see if we're on at all. That hit. the bottom middle. I don't know what the hell that's tight. Let's try that bottom right target with the iron sights. See if we're on at all. So we know. Okay, so our dot is way high. Now, let's see where our dot's at. Bottom right. Oh, wow. That round didn't get out of there. I don't think it likes this mag. This mag is tight as hell just to lock in there. Okay, it's got nothing to do with the round. Just to lock it in there, even though it's locked back. It's like really tight. It don't seem like it's getting up high enough. Let's try this one. Oh yeah, see that pops right in. Yeah. Let's run this one. Oh. This probably help. Get that damn round out of there. Yep. It's a spent round too. Never came out. Let's try that. Okay. Bottom not down. Since some of the dots, it came down some there. Still don't seem low enough. Got bottomed out on the dot. It don't look like the front of our dot is flush on the slide. We may have to open the holes up on it. See where we are. Oh, that's lower than it was. Let's try that. Bottom right. The issue. That round is a smart round. It didn't pull it out. You might need to tune the injector on this. I mean the extractor. You can pull that round out of there. tell if the extractor is loose enough. Round is loose in there. That's the last one. Try that other magazine. The one that didn't like. It snapped right in easy that time. That wasn't a smooth release. But let's stay dead center. Yeah. So it's not grabbing those rounds. That round is only halfway out, so it's just kind of bouncing out based on the recoil. It's not really ejecting it. So I think we got a loose extractor, but that's an easy fix. That's a difference in quality. Because we didn't have those issues. Smooth, but that extractor is going to need a little TLC. Let's see if it'll run quick. Yeah. It's not grabbing the rounds. Really? Yeah, that bad boy barely has space in there to get on the round. That's how it did. That's an easy fix. We're also going to have to adjust this dot on here because it's bottomed out and it's not on. We'll shoot at that top left target. Put it way at the bottom of the window. Put it at the very bottom, almost out of the window. So this is not a good Great Lakes outing, but nothing that can't be fixed. And another thing that we've got to be conscious of is that our screw is not too tight on the right side of that optic, and it's keeping that extractor from working. So that's a concern as well. Let's address that. That would be the brother Ghost had that issue on his first outing. He was not cycling, but the screw he had in there on the right side for that optic was too long, and it was actually touching the extractor. So let's make sure that's not our issue, but it's a possibility. Just going to loosen that right side. I didn't even take it out, just to run a mag. So we got that bad boy loose. We're going to run a fresh mag through here and see if this bad boy runs smooth. Fresh mag. At the 20. Oh, didn't get that other spent round out of there. Now, let's give it a go. We're just going to run it. Okay, so only the last round jumped up out of there. So, could be the issue. We'll run another one. Good measures. So the extractor don't look loose, but sometimes I can be deceiving. Yeah, I think that's our issue. We don't have an extractor issue. As well. Using some back to back. Done. Put another mag in that bad boy. Romulus comparison. Actually doesn't feel much different. Bottom right target. Okay. So, the Great Lakes thought it had an extractor issue, and got it had an option 2 issue, but it's a good thing. So this bad boy's running. We're gonna get back to it. We're gonna get this Vulcan out, put some rounds to it. But the rhyming is as usual, 1st and 15th, please. All day, every day. So we're gonna pause here. We're gonna regroup. Break out some of these hammers. All right, so welcome back. So as you can see, this bad boy gave me the business. You know, it ran, consistent at some point, but then it would have its issues. You know, one issue was one of the magazines, and with these magazines, they're all checkmate magazines that I was running in here. But obviously, the cut on some of them, as far as the height of that cut, has to be a little different. So one of the magazines was really tight locking in, even with the slide open, and that one didn't particularly want to run. So, but once I switched that out, then that eliminated the magazine issue. but I was still kind of going back and forth on what was causing the malfunction. I was leaning toward the extractor because a lot of times the spent round was just still in the chamber. It was just not grabbing it and pulling it out. So that was definitely saying extractor, but I thought maybe it could be an issue with the screw as well that was causing the extractor to have an issue. So I wasn't really sure, but I still continued to run it, put some rounds down there because I wanted to get a good feel for it. And at the very end, as you can saw, I ran it against the Romulus, kind of side by side. It doesn't look to be much different. And that tells you, I guess what it tells you is that as nice as the Romulus is, this comp design is not an extremely effective design. They could have done a lot more. And if you've seen the new models that they've dropped, the new version of this, they opened that comp on up. And that's what it needed to get the most out of it. This here, I don't know, maybe the testing told them it was going to be okay. And it shoots fine, but it just could have done so much more. And that's what they're doing. Most of the upgrades on these that you see, the first thing they do is open that comp up and let this bad boy breathe. So we will get around to working on this bad boy. For now, it's going to run like this. I'm focused on some other pieces. But with this here, I finally got home and gave some time to it, took it apart. And the screw in the optic was not the issue. So I popped the extractor out. I was able to shine the light in there. You can see all the way through the channel. So it was not protruding down into the extractor hole. That still could be an issue. So make sure when you mount your optic that you're not putting a screw in there that's too long. This was strictly an extractor issue. The extractor in this bad boy was loose as hell. So not only was it loose, but the curve on it where it grabs the round, it just didn't have much lip sticking out there at all. So I had to take some material off that bad boy to create a little more of a lip to grab that round. And then I tuned it and put some bend on it so it kind of went in a little bit. Because before, it wasn't holding around at all. When I would put the round there, it was just kind of dangling and just dropped right out. So I've tuned it now so this bad boy is holding around and it should be fine. So that's an issue that is an issue, but not really an issue. It's an easy fix. So we fixed that and we'll make sure that is what it is. But the next time you see this bad boy, because it's about to get a makeover. So the next time you see it, it will look a little different. We're going to do, well, you'll see once it comes back. You'll see what it is. But this is still a good buy. This is still a good value. This is still a solid firearm. And it's about 5 less than a Romulus. So depending on where you are, this falls in line with the other budget entries from a pricing standpoint. So that's a nice option. It's not ported, it's not comped, but it's still a nice option. And it doesn't really need anything. That tuning was just that. It was tuning. It's not something you have to spend money on. It's something that most people can do. It's enough videos out there. If you're not familiar with it, watch the videos. You'll be able to do it as well. But this bad boy should be nice now. I don't expect to have that issue again. I don't really have any complaints on it. I said the finish is not that other Romulus. That's not a knock on the finish. It's just the Romulus is a little bit better. But the insides on this bad boy is super nice. I'm going to clean it up, smooth it out to get more of a glass slide to it. But no complaints at all. It's precision. It's nice. It's still a good value. But I'm not going to hold you. It's your boy BTG, aka Bust Them Guns. Check me out on the other platforms at Bust Them Guns, Instagram as well as Facebook. One thing that I will be changing on these here is adding the gas pedal to these lights. Because what I'm finding with these X300s is when I'm getting my grip, I'm turning that light on a lot, trying to find somewhere to put my thumb. So they make the adapters for these for either the B series or the A series. They got them for both to where it mounts to the light, and then you've got a place for your thumb, and more importantly, it keeps you from turning that light on as well. So I'll be picking that up. I've got a couple. I put one on the watchtower. I put one on one of the other ones. Because I installed 2 of them. But that's a nice plus. But let's get out of here. It'll be a video dropping on the Vulcan. I got the Vulcan back. So that's going to be out with the watchtower. So that video is going to be coming as well. So look for that footage. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know what you think about this Great Lakes. It shoots fairly flat to be non-comped or non-ported. The malfunction issues were just that, minor issues, but we should be on point with that. Till next time, holla.